Success, One Day at a Time by John C. Maxwell. You will never change your life until you change something you do daily. The secret of your success is found in your daily routine. John C. Maxwell. Who doesn't desire success? It may seem peculiar to ask that question, yet most of the people you know will never achieve success. They'll dream about it, they'll talk about it, but most of them won't possess it, and that's a shame. Why is that? Because most people don't understand success. It isn't the lottery. You don't stop at the corner convenience store on the way home, buy a ticket, and then wait for success to strike. Nor is it a place you find when you reach some magical time of life. Success is not a destination thing, it's a daily thing. The only way to achieve real success is to do it one day at a time. The truth about success. To be successful, you don't need to be lucky or rich, but you do need to know this. You are what you do daily. You first form your habits, then your habits form you. It is just as easy to form habits of success as it is to form habits of failure. Every day you live, you are in process of becoming. Whether you are becoming better or worse depends on what you give yourself to. Please allow me to give you some advice on how to make yourself successful. 7 steps to success. Make a commitment to grow daily. One of the greatest mistakes people make is that they have the wrong focus. Success doesn't come from acquiring, achieving, or advancing. It comes only as a result of growing. If you make it your goal to grow a little every day, it won't be long before you begin to see positive results in your life. As the poet Robert Browning said, "Why stay on earth except to grow?" The process more than events. Value the process more than events. Specific life events are good for making decisions, but it's the process of change and growth that has lasting value. If you want to go to the next level, strive for continual improvement. Don't wait for inspiration. Basketball great Jerry West said, "You can't get much done in life if you only work on the days when you feel good." The people who go far do so because they motivate themselves and give life their best. Regardless of how they feel, to be successful, persevere. 4. Be willing to sacrifice pleasure for opportunity. One of the greatest lessons my father taught me was the principle of pay now, play later. For everything in life, you pay a price. You choose whether you will pay it on the front end or the back end. If you pay first, then you will enjoy greater rewards in the end, and those rewards taste sweeter. Dream big. It doesn't pay to dream small. Robert J. Kriegel and Louis Patler, authors of If It Ain't Broke, Break It, assert, we don't have a clue as to what people's limits are. All the tests, stopwatches, and finish lines in the world can't measure human potential. When someone is pursuing their dream, they'll go far beyond what seems to be their limitations. The potential that exists within us is limitless and largely untapped. When you think of limits, you create them. 6. Plan your priorities. One thing that all successful people have in common is that they have mastered the ability to manage their time. First and foremost, they have organized themselves. Henry Kaiser, founder of Kaiser Aluminum and Kaiser Permanente Healthcare, says every minute spent in planning will save you 2 in execution. You never regain lost time, so make the most of every moment. 7. Give up to go up. Nothing of value comes without sacrifice. Life is filled with critical moments when you will have the opportunity to trade one thing you value for another. Keep your eyes open for such moments and always be sure to trade up, not down. If you dedicate yourself to these 7 steps, then you will keep improving and you will be successful. Your growth may not be obvious to others all at once, but you will see your progress almost immediately. And though recognition from others may come slowly, don't lose heart. Keep working at it. You will succeed in the end. As you progress on this daily journey, use this book to jumpstart your attitude and your insights. Read through the whole thing in a sitting or 2. Then put it on your nightstand, in your car, or in your briefcase. When you have a moment, flip through its pages to remind you of what it means to achieve success. It's going to be an incredible journey. Sometimes you will experience excitement, other times only discipline will carry you through. But always remember, success is waiting for you to make the first move. Let's get started. John C. Maxwell. The key to success. Many people who came before you searched for success and never found it. They thought of it as the Holy Grail or the fountain of youth, something to be captured at the end of a long quest. Some believed it was a relationship to be won. Others supposed it was a position to be earned or an object to be possessed. But success is none of those things. It's not a destination to be reached. It is a process, a journey to be taken, and you do it one day at a time. It takes most people some time to discover what God created them for. If you are willing, you can explore the world and learn more about your purpose every day. You can engage in activities that help you grow a little more in mind, body, or spirit. And you can perform some act, large or small, that helps others. Success is knowing your purpose in life, sowing seeds that benefit others, and growing to your maximum potential. The door to your potential is waiting for you. The key is to be on the journey. Keep at it day in and day out. If you are, you're a success today, and you'll be a success tomorrow. Section 1. Dream every day. Behind me is infinite power. Before me is endless possibility. Around me is boundless opportunity. Why should I fear? Stella Stewart. Nurture your children. Do you take care of your children? You may never have thought of your dreams as children, but that's what they are. They are your offspring, the joy of your today and the hope of your future. Protect them, feed them, nurture them, encourage them to grow, care for them, for someday they may take care of you. Cherish your visions and your dreams as they are the children of your soul, the blueprints of your ultimate achievements. Napoleon Hill. Needed people. You cannot do it on your own. You will need the help of others, and you will need to give help to others if you want to be successful, and that will require you to connect with others. To do that, follow these suggestions. Focus on people. Be likable. Show others that you care. Remember everyone's name. Walk slowly through the crowd. Be generous. 7 secrets of success. There is no secret of success. Success is for everyone. Your life becomes better only when you become better. There is no success without sacrifice. Success is achieved in inches, not miles. The great enemy of tomorrow's success is today's success. No advice on success works unless you do. Lesson from a farmer. A young man from the city graduated from college with a degree in journalism and got a job at a small town newspaper. One of his first assignments was to interview an old farmer who lived 20 miles outside of town. As he sat with the grizzled man on his front porch, the young journalist looked at his notepad and started asking his questions. One of the first he asked was, "Sir, what time do you go to work in the morning?" The farmer chuckled and replied, "Son, I don't go to work. I'm surrounded by it." We can learn a lesson from the old farmer. Opportunities are a lot like his work. They are everywhere, but the problem is that we often don't have the eyes to see them. As you approach each day, look around, be aware. If you don't see opportunities, remember that it's not because they aren't there. You're always surrounded by them. You simply need to open your eyes and see them, then act on them. Wanted. More to improve and fewer to disapprove. More doers and fewer talkers. More to say it can be done and fewer to say it is impossible. More to inspire others and fewer to throw cold water on them. More to get into the thick of things and fewer to sit on the sidelines. More to point out what's right and fewer to show what's wrong. More to light a candle and fewer to curse the darkness. Author unknown. Keys to success. You will be as small as your controlling desire, as great as your dominant inspiration. James Allen. Find your vision. One of the great dreamers of the 20th century was Walt Disney. Any person who could create the first sound cartoon, first all-color cartoon, and first animated feature-length motion picture is definitely someone with vision. But Disney's greatest masterpieces of vision were Disneyland and Walt Disney World, and the spark for that vision came from an unexpected place. Back when Walt's two daughters were young, he used to take them to an amusement park in the Los Angeles area on Saturday mornings. His girls loved it, and he did too. Amusement parks are a kid's paradise with wonderful atmosphere, the smell of popcorn and cotton candy, the gaudy colors of signs advertising rides, and the sound of kids screaming as the roller coaster plummets over a hill. Walt was especially captivated by the carousel. As he approached it, he saw a blur of bright images racing around to the tune of energetic calliope music. But when he got closer and the carousel stopped, he could see that his eye had been fooled. He observed shabby horses and cracked and chipped paint, and he noticed that only the horses on the outside row moved. Up and down, the others stood lifeless, bolted to the floor. The cartoonist's disappointment inspired him with a grand vision. In his mind's eye, he could see an amusement park where the illusion didn't evaporate, where children and adults could enjoy a carnival atmosphere without the seedy side that accompanies some circuses or traveling carnivals. His dream became Disneyland. As Larry Taylor stated in Be an Orange, Walt's vision could be summarized as no chipped paint. All the horses jump. For Disney, vision was never a problem because of his creativity and desire for excellence. He always saw what could be. If you lack vision, look inside yourself. Draw on your natural gifts and desires. Look to your calling if you have one. And if you still don't sense a vision of your own, then consider hooking up with a dealer whose vision resonates with you. From the 21st Indispensable Qualities of a Leader. One step further. Do more than exist, live. Do more than touch, feel. Do more than look, observe. Do more than read, observe. Do more than hear, listen. Do more than listen, understand. Do more than think, reflect. Do more than just talk, say something. Author unknown. Mrs. Fields' recipe for success. Love what you're doing. Believe in your product. Select good people. Debbie Fields. People who have given up are ruled by their darkest mistakes, worst failures, and deepest regrets. If you want to be successful, then be governed by your finest thoughts, your highest enthusiasm and greatest optimism, and your most triumphant experiences. John C. Maxwell. It's easier. It's easier to settle for average than strive for achievement. It's easier to be saturated with complacency than steered with compassion. It's easier to be skeptical than successful. It's easier to question than conquer. It's easier to rationalize your disappointments than realize your dreams. It's easier to belch the baloney than bring home the bacon. Author unknown. The door to opportunity. Opportunities and motivation are connected. Motivated people see opportunities, and opportunities are often what motivate people. Great attitudes recede great opportunities. Who you are determines what you see. Today is the best day for opportunity. Opportunity always takes now for an answer. Opportunities are the result of pluck, not luck. The people who succeed seek out opportunities, and if they can't find them, they create them. Opportunities don't present themselves in ideal circumstances. If you wait for all the lights to turn green, you will never leave your driveway. Opportunity without commitment will be lost, abandoned. Opportunities are never lost. They are simply pursued by the competition. Opportunity is birthed out of problems. If you're looking for a big opportunity, find a big problem. Opportunities either multiply or disappear. The more opportunities you pursue, the more you find behind them. Opportunities must be nourished if they are to survive. As Peter Drucker, the father of modern management, says, feed an opportunity, starve a problem. To do a common thing uncommonly will bring success. Henry John Haynes. To laugh often and much, to win the respect of intelligent people and the affection of children, to earn the appreciation of honest critics and endure the betrayal of false friends, to appreciate beauty, to find the best in others, to leave the world a bit better, whether by a healthy child, a garden patch, or a redeemed social condition, to know even one life has breathed easier because you lived. This is to have succeeded. Ralph Waldo Emerson. I was a guy who practiced until the blisters bled and then practiced some more. When I was a kid, I carried my bat to class with me. I'd run a buddy's newspaper route if I could. Get him to shag flies for me. When I played for San Diego, I paid kids to shag flies on my days off. Ted Williams, greatest baseball hitter of all time. Success the Disney way. Think tomorrow. Make today's efforts pay off tomorrow. Free the imagination. You are capable of more than you can imagine, so imagine the ultimate. Strive for lasting quality. Good enough never is. Have stick-to-itivity. Never, never, never give up. Have fun. You're never truly a success until you enjoy what you are doing. Just what the doctor ordered. Young entrepreneur in Gilmer, Texas, opened a fast food franchise along with two partners during their first week in operation. He overheard two little old ladies in the restaurant talking about their disappointment with the soft drink selection. One of the ladies, who was diabetic, wished they had Diet Dr. Pepper. The entrepreneur got in his car, drove to the nearest convenience store, purchased a 6-pack of Diet Dr. Pepper, and returned to his restaurant. Then he brought the lady a cup of ice and a can of the drink. "Ma'am," he said, "there will always be a case of Diet Dr. Pepper with your name on it in the refrigerator in the back. Anytime you come in, you just tell the person at the counter who you are and that you would like a Diet Dr. Pepper, and they'll get it for you." The woman was shocked. "Young man," she said, "I have lived in this town my whole life. I have many influential friends, and they will all hear what you just did for me. Thank you. For now on, we will be regular customers." And she was as good as her word. The Greatest General. A man died and met St. Peter at the gates of heaven. Recognizing the saint's knowledge and wisdom, he wanted to ask him a question. "St. Peter," he said, "I have been interested in military history for many years. Tell me, who was the greatest general of all times?" Peter quickly responded, "Oh, that is a simple question. It's that man right over there." The man looked where Peter was pointing and answered, "You must be mistaken. I knew that man on earth, and he was just a common laborer." "That's right," Peter remarked. "But he would have been the greatest general of all time if he had been a general." Mark Twain. All you can. Do all the good you can, by all the means you can, in all the ways you can, in all the places you can, at all the times you can, to all the people you can, as long as ever you can. John Wesley. It is your duty to find yourself. John C. Maxwell. It's never too late. Robert Lopatin thought it was too late as a boy. He had dreamed of becoming a doctor. But when he went to college, he gave up the idea. Instead, he went into the family business of manufacturing women's clothing. He stayed there for 27 years. Then he and his father sold their business. If he wished, he could retire. But then, at a friend's wedding, he sat next to a young man who had just finished medical school. Chatting with the new doctor made him think about his boyhood dream. And at age 51, Robert Lapton decided to become a doctor. Today, he is 55. He graduated from the Albert Einstein College of Medicine and is currently serving his residency at Montefiore Medical Center in Bronx, New York. And he's loving it. Even the 100-hour work weeks and the graveyard shifts. "I feel like I died and was born again," he says. You may have a dream in your heart that you think is too old to pursue. Another person may have told you that it's too late to do what you desire, but it's not. Writer Joseph Conrad published his first novel at age 40. Robert Lopatin will be his late 50s when he begins to practice medicine as a full-fledged doctor. Artist Grandma Moses started painting when she was 75 years old, and she still had a 26-year career. Pursue your dream, no matter how far-fetched it may seem. Exercise your success. Think of the pursuit of your dream as being like a major athletic event. Train for it. As you prepare and exercise, you will get stronger mentally, emotionally, and physically. To successfully achieve your dream, you need to keep improving. The best way to do that is to keep your body fit, keep your heart flexible, keep your mind open, keep your comfort zone expanding. Everybody can be great because anybody can serve. You don't have to have a college degree to serve. You don't have to make your subject and verb agree to serve. You only need a heart full of grace, a soul generated by love. Martin Luther King Jr. All the beautiful sentiments in the world weigh less than a single lovely action. James Russell Lowell. He who is afraid of doing too much always does too little. German proverb. Section 2. Persevere every day. Never give up then, for that is just the place and time that the tide will turn. Harriet Beecher Stowe. Do yourself a favor. A poor, hungry young man sat moping on a bridge, watching a group of fishermen, looking into a basket and seeing a bunch of fish nearby. The young man said, "Boy, if I had a mess of fish like that, I'd be in good shape. I'd sell them and buy some clothes, something to eat." "I'll give you that many fish if you do a small favor for me," the fisherman replied. "Sure. Tend this line for me a while. I've got some errands to do up the street," said the older man. The young man gladly accepted the offer. As he tended the man's pole, the fish were really biting, and he reeled in one fish after another. It wasn't long before he was smiling, enjoying the activity. When the older man returned, he said, "I want to give you the fish I promised. Here, take all the fish you caught, but I also want to give you a piece of advice. The next time you're in need, don't waste time daydreaming and wishing for what could be. Get busy, cast the line yourself, and make something happen." A thorn in your side. As you desire your purpose in life and pursue your dreams, As you discover your purpose in your life and pursue your dreams, you will inevitably spend more and more of your time doing what you enjoy and do best. That's good. You can achieve your dreams only if you focus on your priorities. But success requires something else. Discipline. One of the best ways I know to improve discipline is to do something you don't enjoy doing every day. If you learn to do what you must, you will be able to do what you want. Do something you hate every day, just for the practice. John C. Maxwell. Success seems to be connected with action. Successful people keep moving. They make mistakes, but they don't quit. Conrad Hilton. Success is going from failure to failure without losing your enthusiasm. Abraham Lincoln. If you keep doing what you've always done, you'll always get what you've always gotten. John C. Maxwell. Talent is overrated. Dr. Benjamin Bloom of the University of Chicago conducted a 5-year study of leading artists, athletes, and scholars. It consisted of anonymous interviews with the top 20 performers in various fields, including pianists, Olympic swimmers, tennis players, sculptors, mathematicians, and neurologists. That information was supplemented by additional interviews with those people's families and teachers. Bloom and his team of researchers sought to find clues to how these high achievers developed. What they discovered was that drive and determination, not talent, led to their success. No shortcuts. William Danforth, who became the owner of the huge Ralston Purina Company, learned a lesson about success when he was a young man. He said, "When I was 16, I came to St. Louis to attend the manual training school. It was a mile from my boarding house to the school. A teacher who lived nearby and I would start for school at the same time every morning. But he always beat me there. Even back then, I didn't want to be beaten. And so I tried all the shortcuts, day after day. However, he arrived ahead of me. Then I discovered how he did it. When he came to each street crossing, he would run to the other curb. The thing that put him ahead of me was just that little extra. There are no shortcuts to any place worth going. Beverly Sills. Keys to success. Failure is really a matter of conceit. People don't work hard because in their conceit they imagine they'll succeed without ever making an effort. Most people believe that they'll wake up someday and find themselves rich. Actually, they've got it half right because eventually they do wake up. Thomas Edison.